Hello everybody and welcome back to another Google Training with Matt. Today we're going to explore Google Classroom. So let's go ahead and get started. Here I am in Google Classroom. The first thing I need to do is archive any old classes that I have from last year. As I scroll down, you can see that I have a lot of classes from last year. What I'll do is I'll go to the three dots and choose Archive. Archiving will not delete your material. It'll just put it into a special folder that you can use later on. This way, students will not see old classes in their Google Classroom. So I'll choose Archive. Let's try it again. Going to the three dots, going down to Archive. It will say you and your students won't be able to make changes, but you'll be able to see your stuff in Google Drive. That's important, so we want to say Archive. I will go through and archive all of my classes, but you might have a class that a teacher asked you to join. You can also archive those classes as well. I'll go over here to the three dots and choose Archive. If you are using an old version of Google Classroom, and what I mean by an old version is that you do not have the Google Classwork button at the top of your page. Here I have just a stream and people. If you're using an old version of Google Classroom, that's okay. You will be automatically updated to the new version in September. Probably the most important thing is just to create a new Google Classroom, and that's what I'll do next. I'm going to go back to Google Classroom. I'm going to go to the top of my screen and choose the plus sign. I want to create a class. I'm going to put in the name, the section, the subject, and the room. Once you have your information filled in, you can go ahead and create your class. Click Create. Once the class is created, it's going to look like this. At the top of the page, you'll have your stream, the new Google Classwork button, people, and grades. Let's go ahead and change some things here, and we're going to select a theme. I'm going to go to Select Theme. Under the Select Theme button, you can see different categories: General, English and History, Math and Science, Arts, Sports, and Other. You can explore these sites by clicking on them. You can choose one that fits your classroom. I'll go back to General and choose the one that has the computer on it. I'll select the class theme. You can also upload your own photo. Underneath Select Theme, you can choose Upload Photo. Here you can select a photo from your computer, click the picture that you want, and insert it in. Once the picture loads, you can choose what part of the picture you want to use by clicking and holding and dragging where you want the banner to be. Then simply click Select Class Theme. This will add your own picture at the top of the page. Notice at the top of the page, we have the name of the class and the class code. If I choose this box, it will display the class code that students can join. This is the stream. This is where you can communicate to your class. I'm going to share something with my class right now. I'll click and I'll say welcome back to school. Also in the stream, with this announcement, I can attach something, select something from Google Drive, add a YouTube clip, or select a link. Now I'll choose Post. This will be the first thing that the students will see when they first click into Google Classroom. They will see the stream and your announcement. Another way to add things are assignments. That would be under the Classwork button. Choosing Classwork, you can create assignments and questions, use topics to organize everything in your Google Classroom, and you can order it the way that you want it to be. Let's go ahead and create something. I'm going to first create an assignment. This is the assignment that I'll use on the first day of school. It's called a paseo. Under the instructions, I want them to watch my video first, then do the activity. I can select the points, which this will be worth 10 points. I can choose a due date. On the calendar, it'll be due Friday the 30th. What's really important is the topic. This is how you're going to organize your Google Classroom. I'm going to create a topic. This topic will just be called the assignment, Paseo. Your topics can include Google Documents or Google Spreadsheets or Writing Part 1 or Math Part 2. However you want to organize your Google Classroom, you'll put as a topic. Now, a few other things I want to do. I want to assign my YouTube clip so they watch it first. I'm going to go to the YouTube button. I'm going to paste the URL here at the top. I'm going to add the video. The next thing I want to add is a link in my Google Drive. Here's a copy of the Paseo activity I want the students to work on. I'm going to choose it and click Add. Right now, the students can view the file. I want them to have a copy for themselves. I'll click the down arrow and make a copy for each student. Let's review. I've added a title. I've put in some directions. I've added the points, the due date, and making sure that I have a topic. I've added the video that I want the students to watch, as well as the activity link. I'm making a copy for each student. Now I'm ready to assign. This will make a topic called Paseo. It'll have the activity listed in the stream and also in the classwork activities. Whenever I click on the activity, I can see the links and I can see who have turned in and who it has assigned to. I can also click View the assignment. I haven't had any students join my class, so I don't have those students listed here. Let's go back to the main page by clicking on Hartman Technology. We've talked about the stream and now the classwork. I haven't had any people join my class, but let's go ahead and do that. Using the class code, I'm going to have one of my students join. Now that I've added some people in my classroom, I'm going to choose People. You can see now I have a student listed called the Finch Robot. If I go to Classwork, Paseo Activity, I can see that it has been assigned to one person. Let's talk about the grades now. I'm going to choose the Grades column. This is just like your grade book. You will have your students listed here. You can sort them by last name or first name. You can give them a grade as well. And you can also return those students' work. Hopefully soon, this Google Classroom will be linked to our Tyler system at Elwood City. I'll be working on this throughout the school year. Let's go back to our main page once again. We've talked about the stream, classwork, people, and grades. One final thing are the settings. Anytime when you see the gear, that is your settings button. Let's click on the settings. It gives us the class details. It gives us the class code. One thing that I change since I work with elementary students is this one. Students can post and comment. I only want students to post and comment whenever I allow them to, so I say only teachers can post or comment. Let's save those settings. Hopefully you can now use Google Classroom in this new school year. If you have any questions, drop me an email. Thanks again for watching.